pop on as I have a new release from Zoeva to share with you. It is one of their new palettes, and it is the Cocoa Blend palette. It arrived this morning. It's gorgeous. It is inspired, obviously, by a box of chocolates. Oh, the packaging for this, not just the packaging of the actual palette, but the packaging for the PR release that came in, it was just beautiful. It came in this huge box, designed to look, I suppose, like a kind of chocolate confectionery box with Beauty Lies Within written on the front. And then it flips up, and it came with the palette inside, obviously. And the little card, which I have to say is beautiful. I love the thought they've put into this palette. If I just show you this, this is the main press image for it. And then it came with 2 little bars of chocolate. Oh my god. Nobody, I've said this in the past, and I'll say it again, nobody does releases like Zoeva. They just put so much detail into everything they release. They're beautiful. So, the Cocoa Blend palette is, I suppose it's inspired kind of in the same way that the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette was, in a bar of chocolate or a box of chocolates. I love the idea of this, and I have to say I think this is going to be a firm favourite for the summer into the autumn and winter for me, because it is so versatile. I'm wearing a couple of the shades on my eyes at the moment, and I love this kind of orangey matte shade that is in the palette, because it reminds me a lot, from what I've seen, of Anastasia's Orange Soda, and I don't really have a shade like that. So the palette comes like this. It does come in a little sleeve like the others, and it looks like this. Oh my goodness. It's so, so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. So the shade I have on today is this one all over the lid, which is called Pure Ganache. So that's the lid colour I have on. And then the one I have in the crease is Substitute for Love, which is this beautiful orangey brown shade. It's so, so pretty. I love this kind of pinky red up here. I love shades like that. I think one of my favourite eyeshadows from Urban Decay is Last Call, and this is kind of like that. It's just a little bit less purpley, if you see what I mean. So I'll get on to swatching them in case you are interested. This palette will retail for £15, which is unbelievable because the quality is astounding, and it will be available from June 1st. So I will start with the top row. I also have this on my brow. This is Bitter Start, and it looks like this. Beautiful. Just kind of an off-white shade. I have that as my brow bone highlight. The next one is Bitter End, which is this one here, which I haven't swatched. I've only swatched the ones that I've used today, which is just the 3. So that's that one. Kind of, it's really interesting. It's kind of a really light taupe, and it's got some pink undertone to it. That's very, very pretty. I like that one. Warm Notes, which is the one I'm dying to try. I didn't try that today, but I will be using all of these, I'm sure, in a tutorial very, very soon. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, for God's sake, that is amazing. I kind of wish I'd worn that today now. But I was on, I was kind of on like using that mid-toned orangey brown kick, so that is Warm Notes there. It's like a duochrome. It's kind of a red with a tangerine undertone to it. Oh my goodness. Oh god, that's gorgeous. Firm favourite there, I think. And then there is Subtle Blend, which is this kind of mid-tone chocolatey colour. That's Subtle Blend. Oh, the duochrome of these is really amazing. I mean, oh my goodness, you know, just to see them swatched, you'd think they were from a brand like Urban Decay, because the impact of them is amazing. Look at that. Oh my god. Yeah, I think this is probably one of my favourite palettes ever, actually, not just from Zoeva, just generally. Then the next one is Beans of White, which I don't know why it's called that. I guess it's kind of ironic because it's like kind of charcoal-y shade. It looks like that. It's kind of a really, really, really dark brown. So that's that one. Like a coffee bean, I suppose. So that's that one. Which also, for a dark matte, swatches very, very nicely. It's just the bottom one there. Then on to the second row, which is the row I used today. So the one I have on the lid is Pure Ganache. I will swatch that. I need to swatch it on the other hand though. So that's that one. Which is also, they're very, very beautiful. They're very duochrome. This is kind of like a yellowy, goldy, tangerine type thing going on. And if I just show you on the back of my hand. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So that's the one I have on my lid. The next one is Substitute for Love, which is the one I have in my crease, which is the one I was just raving about, this kind of mid-tone orangey brown. It's all beautiful. The light's kind of hitting it in a funny manner. Let me see, it'll probably come out better if I swatch it on the back of my hand. Like so. So that's Substitute for Love. On me, it comes out way more orange, which I love. So I think it's one of those shades that just depends on your skin tone as to which kind of tone you get. The next one is Freshly Toasted, which is this red matte, which I think is very, very interesting. Oh, wow, my god, the pigment of that is astounding. I just kind of stuck my finger in there and I've got way too much. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's Freshly Toasted. Oh, I will be using that colour. That's gorgeous. I don't have mattes like this. I do have a lot of matte kind of crease shades and transition shades, but nothing like this, so this is really exciting. Wish I kind of hadn't shoved my finger in it the way that I did. Can you see that? It's upsetting. This one is interesting. This is Infusion, which is kind of like a blackened greenish gold. Look at that. That's very interesting, so I will swatch this one. It reminds me a bit of what's the word? Cobra. What's the word? What's the name? I believe it's called Cobra. Is it called Cobra? Scorpio from Urban Decay, from one of the Moon Dust shadows, that's it. Let me see how it swatches. Yeah, you see, I mean, it does retain some of its sparkle. It's just the one at the top there. So I guess if you pack this shade on, it will probably get a little bit more of an impact. Or wet your brush first. So that's that one. That's Infusion. And then the last one in the palette, and the last one along that row, is this one, which is just stunning. This is Delicate Acidity, which is kind of like this violet. I guess it's kind of supposed to be like a Palmer Violet shade. And let me just swatch this one. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. I'll swatch that one there. Oh, that is very, very pretty. Oh, I like that. So that is Delicate Acidity there. Oh, that is stunning. I like that. Kind of like a blackened plum. So that's that row. So all in all, as I said, I'd only used 3 of the shades and now I've swatched them all. They are absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, you have to buy this palette. You absolutely have to buy it. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's so pretty. And I think the thing is with this palette, especially for me, I have millions of eyeshadows. I think I counted it up. I did say on Instagram one day when I had nothing better to do, and I believe I have about 450 eyeshadows, which is insane. So to rave about a palette for everything it has to offer and not just a couple of shades is quite a statement in my book, because I have so many eyeshadows. But this palette I would absolutely recommend to everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're starting out, it doesn't matter whether you've got millions of eyeshadows like I do. I think you need this palette, and because it's only £15, you know, you can't complain. It's absolutely worth it. So the Cocoa Blend palette will be out, as I said, on June the 1st. It's a must-have, in my opinion. I like it, I think, a little bit more than I like the Rose Gold palette, and I fell in love with that release. And I'll put the link to that review video down below in case you're interested. But that was their last palette release and I fell in love with that. But I have fallen in love with this even more. Oh my goodness. Look at it. There's not one shade that I'd substitute or one shade I wouldn't wear at all. I think they're all beautiful. And these warm matte shades are very unusual. I love these. Oh, no, fallen in love. Absolutely love it. So 10 out of 10 for the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. It is stunning. You must buy it. I'll put the link to their shop down below. As I said, June 1st is when it's going to be released. So put that in your diaries. It's a must-have. It is a must-have. It's just stunning. Oh. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope it was helpful. If you've got any questions about the palette or Zoeva in general, then leave them down below and I will try and answer those for you. And yeah, if you're going to get the palette, let me know. So and let me know your thoughts if you've bought any of their other eyeshadow palettes, because they're rapidly becoming one of my favourite makeup brands, which is odd because usually people that specialise in making makeup brushes don't always deliver on the same quality with their makeup products, but Zoeva do. So. And I will be filming some looks with this very, very soon because I can't help myself, it's gorgeous. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.